Good morning, dear students. In today's lecture, I will discuss the various types of operating system, task, process, and threads, multiprocessing and multitasking, task scheduling, threads, process, and scheduling, task communication, task synchronization, device driver, and how to choose an RTO, that is real-time operating system. Depending upon the type of kernel and kernel services, purpose and type of computing system where operating system is deployed and responsiveness to applications, operating systems are classified into different types. Means whenever we want to classify the operating system, we have to consider the type of kernel and kernel services, purpose and type of computing system where the operating system is deployed and responsiveness to the application. Basically, there are two types of operating system. One is called general purpose operating system and other is real-time operating system. The operating system which are deployed in general computing systems are referred as general purpose operating system. The kernel of such an operating system is more generalized and it contains all kinds of services required for executing generic applications. Means the kernel of such operating systems, they are general in nature and it contains all kinds of services required for executing these general applications. General purpose operating systems are often quite non-deterministic in behavior. Their service can inject random delays into application software and may cause slow responsiveness of an application at unexpected times. Means these systems may have slow responsiveness at unexpected times. General purpose operating systems are usually deployed in computing system where deterministic behavior is not an important criteria. Means the responsiveness to the input is not a big factor in these types of general purpose operating system. Means a few second delay may be tolerable in these types of general purpose operating system. Personal computers desktop system is a typical example for a system where general purpose operating systems are deployed. Windows XP, MS-DOS are the examples of general purpose operating system. Real-time operating system. There is no universal definition available for the term real-time when it is used in conjunction with operating system. What real-time means in operating system context is still a debatable topic and there are many definitions available for real-time operating system. But in broad sense, we can define the real-time operating system which exhibits deterministic timing behaviors. Means these types of operating system, they have to respond within certain time limit. Deterministic timing behavior in real-time operating system context means the operating system services consumes only known and expected amount of time regardless the number of services. Means there is a time limit for execution of the services. A real-time operating system implements the policies and rules concerning concerning time critical allocation of a system's resources. The real-time operating system decides which application should run in which order and how much time is need to be allocated for each application. Windows XE, Windows CE, QNX, VXWorks, Micro C operating system second. These are the few examples of real-time operating system. If we make a differentiation between real-time and general purpose operating system, we can define the real-time operating system as process data typically without buffer delay, whereas in general purpose operating system, random delays into application software and it may cause slow responsiveness of the application at unexpected times. Example is ATM. Real-time operating system is deterministic in behavior, whereas general purpose is non-deterministic in behavior. Real-time operating system is time sensitive, it is, whereas general purpose operating system is time insensitive. Means it is not necessary that the real general purpose operating system will respond within time limit. Cannot use virtual memory, whereas general purpose operating system it uses virtual memory. The real-time operating system is dedicated to a single work, whereas general purpose operating system is used in multi-user environment. Real-time operating system have low interrupt latency, whereas general purpose operating system has high interrupt latency. Latency is the delay in execution time. The real-time kernel. The kernel of real-time operating system is referred as real-time kernel. In complement to conventional operating system kernel, real-time kernel is highly specialized and it contains only the minimal set of services required for running the user's application oblique task. Means it has only the set of services which are required for running the user application or a particular task which user want to perform. The basic application of real-time kernels are listed below. Time management, interrupt handling, memory management, error expo assumption handling, task process synchronization, task process scheduling, and task oblique process management. Or we can say these are the few functions which are performed by real-time operating system. Task process management deals with setting up the memory space for task, loading the task code into memory space, allocating system resources, setting up a task control block for the task and task process termination oblique deletion. A task control block is a data structure used by kernels to maintain information about a task. Each task requires its own TCB, that is task control block. TCB usually contains the following set of information. Number one, task ID, task state, task type, task priority, task context pointer, task memory pointer, task system resources pointer, task pointers, and other parameters. These are the few set of information which is required or which are present in the task control block. The task control block parameter vary across different kernels based on the task management implementation. Task management services utilizes TCB of a task in the following way. Number one, create a TCB for a task on creating a task. Delete oblique remove the TCB of a task when task is terminated or deleted. Read TCB to get the status or state of a task. Update TCP with updated parameter on need basis. Example on context switch. Modify TCP to change the priority of the task dynamically. Task oblique process management, task oblique process scheduling, task oblique process synchronization. These are the task which is performed by task oblique process management, or we can say the functions which are performed within the task oblique process management. Task oblique process synchronization, error oblique assumption handling, memory management, interrupt handling, and time management. Task oblique process scheduling. It deals with sharing CPU among various task oblique processes. A kernel application called scheduler handles the task scheduling. A scheduler is nothing but an algorithm implementation which perform efficient and optimal scheduling of tasks to provide a deterministic behavior. We can say that scheduler is nothing but it is an algorithm, data structure algorithm, which perform the efficient and optimal scheduling of tasks to provide a deterministic behavior. Next is task oblique process synchronization. It deals with synchronizing the concurrent access of resources which is shared across multiple tasks and communication between various tasks. Means we can say that synchronization is done among the parallel access of resources. Concurrent means parallel means uh, at the same time two tasks are performed. In that case, we have to synchronize the access of resources which are shared across the multiple tasks and communication between various tasks. Error oblique assumption handling. It deals with registering and handling the error occurred oblique assumptions raised during the execution of the task. Insufficient memory, timeout, deadline, deadlocks, bus error, divide by zero, unknown instruction execution, etc. are the example of error oblique assumptions. Error oblique assumptions can happen at kernel level or at task level. Deadlock error at system level and timeout error at task level. These are the two types of error oblique assumption handling which can happen at kernel level services or at task level services. Deadlock happens at system level whereas timeout happens at task level. Compared to general purpose operating system, memory management function often RTO kernel is slightly different. In general, the memory allocation time increases depending upon the size of block of the memory needs to be allocated and the state of allocated memory block. Since predictable timing and deterministic behavior are the primary focus of RTOs, RTO achieve this by compromising the effectiveness of memory allocation. Means predictive timing and deterministic behavior, these are the two primary property of RTO. So RTO achieve these two properties by compromising the effectiveness of memory allocation. RTO makes use of block-based memory allocation technique instead of using dynamic memory allocation technique used by GPOS. Now we can say that in case of general purpose operating system, we use memory allocation technique, whereas in RTO we make use of block based memory allocation. For effective memory allocation, deals with the handling of various types of interrupt. Interrupt provides real-time behavior to the system. Interrupt inform the processor that an external device or an associated task require immediate attention of the CPU. Normal program execution interrupt occurs, processor state saved, interrupt routine runs, interrupt routine terminates, processor state restore, and normal process execution resume. These are the steps which are required in interrupt handling of the RTOs. Time management. Accurate time management is essential for providing precise time reference for all the application. Means whenever we use real-time operating system, the accurate time management is essential, which provides precise time reference for all the application. One of the application where accurate time management is required is air control system. A time reference to kernel is provided by high resolution real time clock, that is RTC hardware chip, that is hardware timer. Hardware timer is programmed to interrupt the processor controller at a fixed rate. This timer interrupt is referred as timer tick. Usually the timer tick varies in microsecond range. In the next class, I will discuss about the task classification.